Hello everyone and welcome to Scrap Saturdays. I hope you're all doing well. I miss you guys. I'm still here. I'm just sitting here, just chilling, taking care of myself. Yeah, where did January go? This is really Friday, but for you it's going to be Saturday, and this is the second time I had to do this entire voiceover. I don't know. There was a glitch, so I had to restart my whole computer system. And then I sat here thinking and thinking, should I do it again? Should I do it again? And I thought, yep, they deserve a video tomorrow. They do. So here we go again. Take two. And what was I saying? I got right to the end. And then when I played the video back, it was like always dubbing over my voice. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But we can do this. Yes, we can. I hope I remember everything I said. Because I don't write things down. I just talk. It's so weird. These things just come to my head and I say whatever I feel in that moment. And so what I started with was I read a post from last Friday that I did on Instagram. And right now, as you can see on my screen, I'm just showing you how I make those tags that I always use that I love. And the stamp sets that I'm using are obviously Felicity Jane ones, but they're from the Black Friday sale that I bought and I never used them. And they had like the best sayings. Of course they did. So I had run out of tags and I thought, okay, I'll start off and I'll just show you how I do it. And then I'll like start going on with my layout. But I did do some journaling, but I'm not going to read that part to you. I'm just going to read what I wrote on my Instagram so that I can let you know what I wanted to talk about today, which technically I already did. So my post was last Friday after yoga when I came home and I wrote, just sitting here sweaty after yoga. Yeah, no rush because things take time to sink in. Things take time to change because things take time. And every single person I served this week was in a mad, uncontrollable, ridiculous rush, going nowhere fast. Because I know you can't stand to just sit here, just feeling the power of your body after a full 75-minute intense hot yoga class. The class where all the demons come up, the ones that tell you to give up, to just lay down, to surrender, that you're not worthy, strong enough. Then tell me, why are you living? Why is everything someone else's fault? Why is your rush my stress? Who are you running from? Learning to accept responsibility for time is crucial. Learning to sit with time is vital. Learning to breathe with time imperative. Making time for time. Embracing this moment right here, your eyes, my words, what they mean to you, right here, right now, is all you have. Rushing for the yesterdays, tomorrows, the kids, the team, the dinner, the party means you are in constant fast forward. Everything is blurry, jumbled, misunderstood. I don't know what tonight will have in store for me, and I've got a hell of a list of chores to be done. Make no mistake that my life also includes 2 children, a husband, a home, and siblings with baby baptisms. But choosing to just let this moment define my day, letting silence and gratitude sink in, feeling uncomfortable in my sweat, pushing through my 1000th green smoothie. It is where I take full responsibility for my time and not make it someone else's problem. Hashtag you ready. So I wanted to say that the reason why I took all this time, and this better be recording because I'm not going to do it a third time. A third time, if you hear violin music while this layout is being done, it's because I gave up. But yeah, the reason why I'm taking time for myself is because this January I decided to challenge myself to actually make it to my goal weight. Right? I touched upon some of this with my vacation photos from 2 summers ago, and I am very, very proud of myself. This isn't a challenge because I'm dissatisfied. This is a challenge because I believe in myself and I think I can do this. I know I can do this. I will do it. And so last week at work, we had these new computer systems go in and it's just slowing us down because it's paper-free, there's scanners, and I work in a pharmacy. Things in pharmacies are not quick, right? You either want your medication fast or you want it right. And if your medication is wrong, you're going to be dead. So there isn't a fast tracking. It's not, McDonald's. No offense to McDonald's and people who work there, because I'm very respectful of every job we have in this life and everybody serves a purpose. But yeah, my store is open from 8 o'clock in the morning until midnight. But somehow people think that their 5 minutes is the only 5 minutes I have just for them and not the other 300 people I serve a day, which is huge because I only work 10 hours a day, sometimes 11 to 12. So I'm there the entire day for you. So please don't come to my counter when your kids are getting off the school bus at 3:44, because the school bus isn't at my counter. So we can't do two things at once. And so I really had to pause, because that's what I have to do. I now find this tactic so that I don't pick up on people's stress, because people give you energy. And when they came to my counter, they were just like nuts, really nuts. And I can get into that mood too. I can start getting angry with them, start getting testy, and then my day gets ruined. I don't know if you've ever had that happen to you, but energy, begets energy, right? And so last Friday when I went to yoga, I'm just so in love right now with focusing on my practice, because I had fallen out of it, and I feel myself getting stronger and stronger with every class and getting deeper and deeper into my poses. And I am so in love with the time that I've chosen to take for myself. And that is the reason why I wrote that post, because I want you to understand that taking responsibility for your time is very, very important. It is, because I've had people in the past tell me all the time, I don't have time for scrapbooking. Must be nice that you have time for yoga. I don't know how you do it because I don't have any time. Right? And so the only clause, the only free pass out of jail card that I'm going to hand out to you is if you have very, very small infant babies who are physically really, really dependent on you, because I've had small babies. I know that. I know that the mindset and the life that you live when you have infant children is completely different than when you have semi-adult. My kids are teenagers, maybe. My son is 10, my daughter's 14. And it's too many things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about the society that's creating dependent adult children. Ooh, that has to be another episode. But just think on that for a little bit, because the only pass I'm giving you is if you have small baby infant children. Other than that, your job, your direct job for anything in this society, if you do and have chosen to have children, is to create independent adult people. Okay? Other than that, I understand if your child requires you for different purposes. Absolutely respect that. If their health requires other, I get it, I understand. But for everybody else in the other category, aside from that, you still need to make time, because I see parents with children who do have other physical needs and they still make time for themselves. So we have no excuse. We have no excuse to be running around like chickens with our heads cut off. Or to be pretending like there's some sort of striving, like you don't need to have a pristine house every single day. There's no inspector coming to see it, I promise. And if you have friends that come over and they're so worried about it, well, hand them a broom and ask them to do something about it for you. Asking for help. Huge. Huge, huge. Asking for help from others so that you can make more time for yourself for things that bring you joy. At the end of that whole thing that I wrote down, do not make your time somebody else's problem. The excuses stop. The excuses stop now. What are you running from, and who are you running to? And why? I take about 2-3 hours, 3-4 times a week to go to yoga for myself. That doesn't even include the time that I choose to come down here and scrapbook for myself, or the times that I see that there's 100 things to be done, but my kids are still watching TV and they're sitting on the couch, and I stop all that bantering in my head of the shoulda, coulda, shouldas, and I just sit with them. Best decisions I ever make. to go to yoga, to scrapbook, and to just sit. And what does just sitting feel like? Because I grew up in a home with a martyr mom, the kind that's constantly doing 350 things at once, making 4 different meals for 5 different people, a house that was so immaculate you could eat off the floor all the time. But where was her joy? And what was she doing? But the vice versa can happen too. I mean, you can get so stagnant and sit down and never get up. You can get so set in your ways that every day after work, all you do is sit. Again, what are you choosing to do with your time? What are you doing with your time? And why is it somebody else's problem? You need to choose to live. You do. You need to choose to validate who you are. I am Monica. What does that mean? That means that there are certain things during the week that I must do that are vital, crucial to sustaining what that means to be, become, survive, and sustain being Monica. Those things are different for me than they are for you. And that's a good point, right? For some people, they don't care about yoga. They don't even like it. It's not their thing. I get it. My example is it gives me life. It brings me joy. I feel alive. I feel refreshed. I am empowered. And in turn, I become the best version of what Monica is. Then I become the best mom I can be when my children do need me. Then I become the best wife I can be for my husband, Alan. And so on and so forth for siblings, family, and workers and co-workers. You have to feed your soul. You have to make time. You have to take time. Why do I keep saying that every single video? What do you think I'm trying to tell you? What is it that you need to hear today? What were you waiting for? And thank you for your messages, for reaching out, for telling me that you miss me, for telling me that you're waiting for me, that I'm still here. I'm still here for you, but are you there for yourself? Are you listening to me? Is it worth my time to re-record this? Is it really? Because I need you to listen. This isn't for myself. I'm slowly practicing these new things. Yes, it's a practice of. I've been telling you that. Every small change that you make in your life today will make you the best Monica you can be tomorrow. Who do you want to be? How do you want to feel? It then trickles down because self-love heals you. Yes, it does. It doesn't feel right. Remember we told you, I told you, I say we like there's someone else in here. No, I'm alone. That we practiced with my mom saying, I love you. Yeah, we had to teach that. Something that you think human beings were born with. I have to teach myself to sit down. I have to teach myself to get dressed in the morning. As soon as I woke up this morning, I put on my yoga clothes. Why? Because the habit of. So as soon as I finished taking my shower right now and I drank my smoothie, I came down here and I sat in this chair to do this voiceover so that you could have a video tomorrow, so that you could hear me tell you that you need to make time to heal yourself. Yes. To heal yourself. You need to be honest about what that means, what's important to you, and not be embarrassed or ashamed of it. You don't be embarrassed or ashamed to ask someone to help you with your children, to take them for an hour. Don't feel guilty when you walk away from them for an hour. Teach them, show them, guide them, break the mold, break the cycle, and teach them that self-love starts with making time for yourself, with making or taking responsibility for the time that you have and what you choose to do with that. Because it's so important, I promise you. When I'm gone from here, I'm not really gone. I'm just taking care of myself. But I see you all, and I'm so proud of you, and I know that all of you right now need to take one extra breath with me, just one breath, and know that you're so worth whatever time it is that you need. I love the way this layout turned out. I love this crazy, crazy, funky photo of me turning around and pretending like we're movie stars. Yeah, that's my boo. Love these colors. I love you guys so much. You're worthy. Make time. Take time for yourselves. Make time for this hobby because as you know, this hobby heals. I love you all so much. I don't know how to tell you how much I appreciate every single comment you leave me. I send all that love right back. Great, big, tight Monica hugs, and I will see you all very, very soon.